Hi, my name's Ella.
And my name is Haley.
And welcome to the Dorm Diaries. Okay, episode 3. Let's get it! Oh my gosh.
I can't sit here and act like we didn't record an entire podcast before this.
We probably started recording, started this whole process probably an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. Or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, most of the way through our podcast, we go to, just check it out, make sure everything's good. The mic that we were using completely buzzing and the video shut off. So.
Yeah. I got a brand new mic hoping that, because this one was giving us problems initially. Mm-hmm. So I went and I bought a brand new mic, and now that one's giving us problems, but this one isn't. Well, hopefully. So it's been rough. It has been,
this is what you get for investing $5 each into
we're why isn't this working? But we spent
why are we having so many problems?
$10.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's fine. It's all that matters is our message, okay?
Yes, so. You're right, girl.
Facts.
Okay, so actually I feel like this frustration that we're feeling really ties into our message today, which is mental health.
Yeah.
We decided we wanted to talk about mental health and how it might change as we're going through college and adulthood and just what we're kind of feeling and experiencing moving into this next chapter of our lives.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of you guys will have you'll find some similarities and definitely relate to something in this podcast.
Some relatability.
Yeah.
Thinking back to the first week of college, I felt pretty lonely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you, but it was a really big adjustment.
Pretty lonely.
I felt pretty lonely.
Oh my god. No,
I did.
Yes. We have no fun.
No, we literally it was just us.
I know. I know. I'm just trolling, but yeah.
She's trolling.
I can't be serious because we already talked about all this, and now it's just running back.
I know. It's a little tricky, but we'll get through it.
Yeah. Anyways.
But we kind of talked before that it was very different from me transitioning to college versus you transitioning to college because I live 30 minutes away. My parents, my house is 30 minutes away, where for you it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I know you said you felt a little bit probably more lonely than what I felt because this is all familiar to me. The city, the town, it's very familiar, and this is all brand new for you.
Mm-hmm. Brand new. Everybody that I've met is brand new. All the people here. I'm living with brand new people. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know a couple of people. from my hometown, but everybody else that I've known and loved my entire life, my family, all my hometown friends, states away. Mm-hmm. Like I said, 3 hours from home. All of my friends are it's 8-hour drives every which way to all of my friends basically, and it was just so hard thinking about that coming in here, and in the beginning I was just not feeling like I loved it here, and I didn't think that I was literally second guessing college. I was oh my god, why did I even come here? And I wasn't feeling like I was going to be able to make friends in the beginning. And that contributed a lot to the loneliness feeling. It certainly didn't help that I didn't have access to just go home and, be with my family and be in the comfort of my own home and with my friends. Mm-hmm. I just had no other option than to just, sit. And, the first couple of weeks was very, very hard because I was having a lot of doubts, oh my gosh, it's not even fun here. Mm-hmm. I haven't made any friends yet, I'm falling behind, and all these thoughts just flowing through my head, and it was very difficult transition, and a part of that was feeling very lonely.
I think that is one thing a lot of college kids can relate to, especially their freshman year. It's the loneliness, and I think it can really affect you mentally. Mm-hmm. I think it can make you feel like you said, like you're behind, like you don't have anyone, like you're all alone, and that can really, that could mess you up mentally.
That can drain you, for sure.
Drain you, yes.
And I say that because, no, I didn't even say anything.
It's past our bedtime, y'all.
Yeah, it is. This is like the podcast vocab here.
Yeah.
I see that because
and no, genuinely.
But yeah, it can, like, you can self-inflict and be like, oh my gosh, I'm like not cool enough, I'm not funny enough, that's the reason I'm not making any friends. Maybe I'm not like being like outgoing enough. Maybe I'm just so ugly that nobody wants to talk to me. Like it starts to become more of like
what's wrong with me?
A self-confidence issue with like being lonely for like an extended period of time and moving to a new place. Like self-confidence is a huge thing with like being outgoing and making friends. Like you have to have some sort of confidence in yourself to where you're not having like the thoughts like, oh my gosh, I don't want to go up to them. I look so ugly right now. I can't be on video. I look so ugly, like, or something like that. Like, I'm not funny enough, or talking to people and just having those, like, hyper analyzing yourself while you're talking to them. It's a huge issue that definitely can contribute to like feeling insecure and stuff.
And like for me, I know that I'm a very insecure person, so I already am like I'll judge myself very harshly, like, and it's very bad. Like I will not go up to people and talk to them, just so that like it just eliminates the opportunity for them to judge me. So that way, like, I'm not thinking about like, oh, did I say the wrong thing? Did I dress the wrong way? Did I come off a certain way? So it's just like staying quiet just like eliminates all those, you know, other thoughts. And it's weird because now that I'm thinking about this, like, we're talking about how we both are scared to go up and talk to people, but now we've started a channel where all we do is talk.
Yeah, pretty
ironic.
Yeah.
I think though it's easier.
It called, when you contradicting.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
Contradicting.
It's contradicting. I think it's easier though because we're not like we're talking to a camera.
Yeah, and we're talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like
right.
I'm still like I'm shy. Like I don't
She's
really.
She's a shy girl.
I'm a shy girl. I don't go up to people and hey, what's your name? Like I don't do that, and I'm scared. Like that's another thing. Like with having a podcast where people are going to see it and recognize us, that makes me scared, and that's been on my mind too. Like, oh my god, like my insecurities are showing with that. Like
there has been a couple times where people have come up to us and been like,
yeah.
Hey, I saw your podcast, or like you came up on my TikTok For You page. That's happened to me twice in class.
It's so cool, but then I start to think, oh my gosh, I bet they think we're stupid.
Like real people are watching us.
Yes, I bet they think we're stupid, or like the things that we said, or maybe we're just so boring, and yeah, it's very toxic and draining. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, like constantly thinking about
what other people think.
Yeah, and also constantly thinking about like what am I compared to what that girl is. You know, like thinking about like I compare myself to other girls all the time. Unfortunately, I think it's a reality for a lot of girls where it's the comparisons.
I wish it was a switch you could just turn off like that.
I know.
I would do that in a heartbeat. I would
too.
literally sell my body to do that. Like sell my kidney. I don't know. Can we like input that in the brain? Like literally like. Because it's so hard to go throughout my day-to-day and, like, not look at other girls and compare that to me. Social media all the time.
Yes.
Like, everybody knows it. That's been, like, a controversial thing of, like, why little kids can't have social media because of the comparison factor and stuff like that. Yeah. And it can be so... it's so negative for your mental health. And, like, I even find myself comparing myself to my own friends
Yeah,
which is like
I'll do that too.
the worst. I hate that it's just subconscious though. Like I can't control it.
No.
I'm like, I don't know. For me, like certain occasions have happened where there's a group of boys and they're trying to get snaps, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna get picked.
Oh.
Just vote.
Just vote.
Just vote.
I'm out.
I know it's not gonna be me.
Just vote.
But dead ass though, like it's I compare myself like, oh well, I'm not as pretty as she is, even if my own friends, and it drives me insane. Yeah. It really does, and I just wish it wasn't like that.
And
but
we kind of talked about this before in our first recording, but like
first take,
yeah, social media has ramped that up, I think, times 100.
Mm-hmm.
Because, and we kind of like use the example of like, I will see a girl like posting a TikTok, like just dancing or whatever, like, and it just goes viral, and maybe she didn't mean for it to go viral or whatever. But then like people will comment on like every single little thing, and I'm like, oh, it's just like it breaks my heart, honestly.
And it's usually people who are overweight or like have something wrong with them, some sort of their body, or like maybe under average looking, and like people are just
different,
ripping on them in the comment section.
Yeah.
And every time I see it, it breaks my heart.
Yes.
Like
they didn't ask for that.
They didn't ask to go viral. It's a regular old person that wanted to post a TikTok. And it's always like a dancing one or some sort of thing. Yeah. And it's like they did not even ask to go viral. And the reason they did go viral is because people liked it because they were making fun of them.
Yeah.
And the comments too. It's so sickening.
It's so sad.
But it's so real. And I don't know. I think about that too with even our podcast. I'm like, oh my god. Well, like, my video didn't get that many likes because I'm chopped. So, like, I literally think like that sometimes, and I don't know. It's definitely a self-confidence thing.
Yeah.
And no matter what I try to do, it's hard to get your self-confidence up, I swear.
It is. And I think it is because I see stuff like that, like people who are going about their everyday, like posting a TikTok, posting whatever, a Snapchat story, and then the comments are just like everyone's inner thoughts. Like, obviously in person, if you saw like that person walking across the sidewalk or whatever, you wouldn't say that to them.
You're right.
But it's everyone's inner thoughts, and I think that's what's kind of like really like ramping up the insecurity in girls, is like that's what people are thinking. And like they're just saying it because they're hiding behind a screen. But like when you think about it, like those are real people.
Yeah. Ugh, it's sad.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
And I also think like social media has just brought out like insecurities that weren't like a thing. Like 20 years ago.
Do you know Brooke Schofield?
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
The canceled podcast. Yep.
So she posted this TikTok of like her journey of getting her eyelid hoods removed.
Yeah.
Or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
That was like a major like controversial thing that happened on TikTok, and everybody was like, she's setting women back 15 years, and like just completely ripping on her for that surgery, and like causing more insecurities for girls, they would say. I think in a way I agree with it and I don't. I also have mixed feelings on plastic surgery. Yeah. Okay, my take on plastic surgery and like procedures that are done like that, to like
cosmetic surgeries,
to like fully change the outlook of your body. I think it's like, if it's a self-motivated thing, I think it's valid. Like if everybody else in the entire world loved, let's say like your nose, like you want to get a nose job, like everybody has always come up to you and said like, I love your nose, like, oh my god, you have a perfect nose, I love it, and you yourself just like absolutely hate it and feel terrible about yourself, and despite what everybody else in the entire planet thinks, you still don't like it about yourself. I feel like that's a valid reason. If you really want to change your body, get a procedure done. Totally cool. Yeah. I think when it crosses a line is when other people are influencing you to get this change done. Like, you liked your nose to begin with, but somebody's made a comment or multiple people have commented on it, and now you start to like, oh, like, wow, now I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's where I think it crosses the line.
Yeah. And I also think too, like, it's hard for young girls when they, because I feel like a lot of our, what's the word, like, approval, I feel like comes from outside, other people, social media, boys, whatever.
Yes.
Where I think we really need to, like, ourselves. Mm-hmm. Because if you really like yourself and, like, you're really content with yourself, I feel like looks are almost kind of at, like, the bottom of your list. You know what I mean? Like, if you're really happy with yourself and you really enjoy yourself and you think you're a good person, I feel like the inside will matter more than the outside to you, which that is so hard for girls to accomplish in this day and age. But what I'm trying to get at is, if someone were to say, wow, your nose is huge, like, you'd be like, okay, like, that's what you think, you know what I mean? And I think
if you're so fulfilled with yourself, nobody else's opinion will matter.
Yeah. And I wish more girls, even me, like, me.
I like, completely envy people like that. How? Yeah. How do you get to a point where you do not care what others think? That's something I want to talk about next. The phenomenon, like, don't care what other people think.
Yeah. And
that's, like, genuinely, in my perspective, like, impossible. I could never, I don't know how to get to that point where you don't care what other people think. Yeah. Like, it's so, every single day, not every single thought, but, like, a lot of my thoughts are, thinking about what other people would think of this, or if I look cute for this, you know, for the huzz or whatever, like, literally anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree. I 100% agree with that. But I also think, like, there's a point where, like, the I don't care what other people think mentality, I think it can cross a line at a certain point. Like, I think some people don't care about what other people think so much that they can kind of be out of tune with, like, what is appropriate to say to other people and what isn't.
Very true. Very true.
So I feel like it is good to have a good conscious balance of, like, I don't care about what people think of me, but I'm going to acknowledge their feelings.
Yeah. That's very true. I think it's just a way, you just have to kind of filter out what's if somebody's giving you advice or something like that, and then versus, like, somebody just pure hating on you.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you should, like, literally, like, hey, you should probably wear pants outside because it's cold.
Yeah.
That's, like,
advice.
Okay. Yeah, you should listen to that.
Yeah.
Based on somebody saying, like, take those ugly ass pants off. You look stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Like, there's a way of, like, filtering it, I think, definitely.
I agree.
In the grand scheme of it, don't care what other people think. It's an entirely, like, very challenging point to get to as a teenage girl.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, for sure. And I think, like, it's also different when you're, like, it's hard, too, also, because, like, I like we said in past episodes, I have a boyfriend, so I don't really need to care about what other boys think. Mm-hmm. But, you know, you're single. You're...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a big piece when you're, like, single, ready to mingle. Like, you always gotta look good. At least, I'm speaking for myself here. Like, I feel like I always need to look my best. Mm-hmm. Or if I'm not looking good, I need to, like, hurry up and get back to my dorm. Like, I literally don't want to be seen. Yeah. And I don't know. It's a challenge to get to the point where you're like, I don't even care. I'll go, like, let's say I have a crush on this guy. Like, he can see me looking however, with no makeup or full beat on. Like, it requires an extreme amount of self-fulfillment and just, I don't know. And I don't know how to achieve that. I never have been able to achieve that. I always care about about what a guy thinks about me. I literally, like, try to look better sometimes, like, you know.
Yeah.
Which is not good. Not flexing that at all, but it's
like,
real.
In this age group, in this era, in this time period, especially, like, late teens, early 20s, looks is what draws people in.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they stick for your personality or, you know, who you are or whatever. But,
yeah.
Like, I think
unless you're on, like, Love is Blind.
Right, yeah. Oh my gosh, I've been binging that. Love is Blind. Please let me come and not be a contestant, but, like...
Hold on, where are we going with this?
Wait, okay. Not be a contestant,
Jesse,
but, like...
your ear, bro.
Not be a contestant, but, like, I just want to, like, see, like, how things work, because I'm so confused about, like, the pods. Like, and how they work.
Yeah.
I just need to see the set.
That's really, like, such a prime example of what we're talking about, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, well, it's actually why it's a social experiment, because usually you meet a person, you see their looks, and they're like, okay, or like, hell no, chuzz, you know?
Yeah.
Or it's like, because, wait, no. Or so, but it was no if. I can't do this, like, recording podcast thing twice, but okay. And so this is like a social experiment to kind of, like, reverse that usual cycle. You get to know this person, you literally fall in love, like they're saying I love you on day 3.
Like it is, like, so crazy to me. Like, it is just insane to me how like that all works.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But they're doing it in the reverse process. Like, they'll get to know each other, they'll develop this bond and their chemistry, and then get to see each other. And then it's like they're most likely locked in because of their personalities and the way they've been talking and stuff. When they see each other and, you know, maybe that's not what their type is, or maybe they're not really necessarily attracted, I feel like they usually stick it out, or no? I don't know. No? Okay, well, like...
Well, because
it definitely tests the theory of, like, seeing...
I think maybe if they knew each other for longer, it might work out better, because then you can fully understand, like, who they are, but, like, they're only given, what, like, a week or so in the pod.
True.
So, like, I feel like...
They don't even fully know each other.
No, they don't.
And then they see each other for the first time, and it doesn't change anything.
No, yeah.
But, it truly tests that, like, theory of attraction versus personality, and, like, what people what people really stick to when finding their partner.
And I think that could differ from person to person. Like, for some people, looks are everything, and for some people, looks are nothing. Because I feel like you could have the most, like, 6'6", jacked, like, rich guy in the world, but if he's gonna be, like, rude and annoying, like, why would you want to be with him? You know? So I think you have to find a balance between, like, what is the top priority, looks or personality.
For me, a big challenge I've had, like, mentally, was the fact that I've never had a boyfriend. I've already talked about this before, but it's on my mind every single day. And I just find myself comparing, again, just the comparisons, like, all of my friends, literally every single one of my friends, besides for, like, 2, my hometown friends, have had a boyfriend at one point in their life. And that just flows right into the part of, like, insecurity. Like, what, am I not good enough? Like, am I chopped? And my unk, like, I don't, so I'm chopped and also unk, so. But it just drains me all the time to think about it. It makes me sad. It makes me insecure a lot of the time, because it's like a negative mindset that, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough to be with that guy, he wouldn't date me because blah blah blah, or I don't know. It's constantly on my mind, and it's very, very draining on my mental, for sure.
I can 100% see that. I'm sure a lot of other girls are probably thinking the exact same way that you are, unfortunately.
But
I think it's
maybe like even with breakups too.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
know you
gosh.
have some
Yes.
like history
Yes.
with that.
Like when,
that affects mental.
Yes, I went through a really rough breakup I was with my ex-boyfriend from 8th grade to junior year. So we were together forever, and like we knew. And so when we broke up, that like really took a mental toll on me, because I was like kind of what you were saying, like, what's wrong with me? Like why did I get broken up with? Like, is there something wrong with me? And so I feel like that's like going back to in the beginning of the video, like if you have that self-fulfillment, you won't think of yourself as the problem, but rather like, oh, this is just, we weren't meant to be, and so I'm going to be put on a different path now.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad it worked out that way, because now I am very happy.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think like relationships, if you're not in a good, healthy one, can take a very big toll on your mental health, and you almost have to weigh out the options. Well, yes, I'm in a relationship, but my mental health is declining. Like, you really have to weigh out your priorities, and know like what is better for you, and how are you going to grow, and what positions do you need to put yourself into to really like reach your full potential.
Yes. And I think what you just touched on, it wasn't meant to be your path, you know.
Yeah.
You went on separate paths. That's something that truly keeps me like positive, staying positive about like relationships and stuff like that. I just have to remember like what's meant to be will come to me, and that's what kind of shifts my perspective of like I'm the problem, or I'm not funny enough, my personality sucks, like I'm not pretty enough, whatever it is. It completely shifts it to like, oh, I know that something out there will come to me when it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And like I know that this thing that didn't work out it
wasn't meant for you.
It wasn't meant for me, and it would have ended badly.
Yes. Or like maybe it just wasn't meant for you at that time. You know, it might come back around, but
yeah,
it's just all. I just learned, like, one of the biggest lessons I've learned through life is that everything will work out in the end.
Yeah.
Like, literally everything will work itself out in the end. Not everything is permanent, too. That's another thing.
Yeah.
Like, feelings are not permanent.
Any rut you've ever been in, you will always make it out.
Yes.
You'll always make it out.
Well, like, if you look back at your life and you look through all the crap you went through, like, you're still here, you're still going, and things are working. If things worked itself out, and if they haven't, they are currently working itself out right now.
Yep.
So, don't give up hope, ladies and gents. And I think, like, not just relationships, but also friendships really affect your mental health. I know you kind of have dealt with some friend complications in the past.
Yeah.
That have affected you.
Yeah. So basically my whole life, I've been in, like, a trio, like, so to say, like, I've had two best friends where we're, like, just, it's not like I have one best friend, I have two. And that, I don't think they work. From my own experience and seeing other people in trios, like, there's always going to be a hierarchy, there's always a duo in a trio. There's always going to be, it's always going to be that, well, I'm not going to say always, because there are some groups that make it happen, whatever, but a lot of the time, there's a duo and a trio. And for that third person that's left out like that, it is so extremely, like, depressing, and just, it's so draining, so negatively draining.
It probably goes back to the, well, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I the problem?
Yeah. And that causes just, again, those more thoughts. So this person, like, I'm not the duo in the trio because, I'm not funny enough to
Yeah.
be, or they like her better, and then you start thinking, like, why do they like her better?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they bond better more than me? And even just, like, hanging out, like, if two people are having a conversation, one feels left out, that happens so often.
Yep.
Any little thing, like feeling left out, that's a huge part of it that really, impacts your insecurities and might make more insecurities for you.
1,000%.
And
I don't think I've ever been in a trio, but I can 100% see where you're coming from.
Okay. And for some words of wisdom, like, if you're in that position, or, you're struggling with friendships, like, literally just talk it out. Because that's the most important thing. They're going to tell you, like, no, we love you just as much. I love you as much as I love the other friend in the trio. You know what I mean? Like, there's really, I think a lot of it, too, could be your perspective. Like, just like, observing them, like, oh, they seem to be talking way more than I'm talking in this conversation, or I feel like they, like, hang out without me. I think a lot of the time it could just be pure perspective of it, and, maybe there's certain situations where it's not you're not the problem, and once you start thinking that way, that you're not good enough, it snowballs, and you start to pick out more things that could imply that you're not good enough. So I think, like, just talking it out with them could resolve a lot of that, or even just, I don't know, finding other people that you can hang out with, and I think, and, like, keeping your options open to other friendships, and I don't know. There's ways out of it. You're not stuck. No. And there's people that care about you. Yeah.
And you'll find your people. You'll find your people.
Mm-hmm. You'll always.
Yeah.
They'll always come around. Everything will come to you. Like, it will.
Yeah. Yeah, and just know, like, if you're ever struggling with mental health, like, there are people who care about you, and there are people that want to help you. So we will include the mental health hotline in the description below, and we'll provide some more numbers for you guys to reach out to, but just know that you're not alone in this, and that more people struggle with mental health than you probably know.
Yes, everybody has the internal demons.
Yes.
Like, everybody does. And everybody goes through it. The worst thing you could do is keep it to yourself and bottle it up.
Yeah, don't ever do that. No, don't ever do that. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you for tuning in.
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.